that Slim J and Fred Yehi want a rematch. The good news is you'll get that match, Slim, Fred, but the bad news, we're still walking out a hostile environment. Your Anarchy Tag Team Champion. Now what's about to happen right now is my man P-Dog is gonna beat the crap out of Todd Sexton. This is the third match for Todd. If he beats you, and he's not going to, he will face Michael Judas at hostile environment, but that is not going to happen. So, once again, his hit new single, Straight Outta Trouble.
Check. Mike. Check. Hold on. Sybilus. Y'all ready? My name is P. I used to count to 3, and here I am again with the GAG. Hey, Todd Sexton! You think you're some kind of hero? You think you an Iron Man? When I get through with you, you ain't gonna be nothing but a crying man. So write that on all your Facebooks. Put it on all your blogs. At the end of the night, the new Iron Man is gonna be P-Dog. Straight out of country.
It is main event time here on Anarchy, and we are going to have our third match in the Iron Man Challenge Series for Todd Sexton as he takes on one half of the Tag Team Champions, P-Dog. John the Body Johnson, there's more bodies at ringside than there are in the ring.
There is. I mean, we've got on this side the former Anarchy Tag Team Champions, Slim J, Fred Yehi, Dementia DeRose, and Perera. And on the other side with the Get Along Gang, we got Devyn, Nicole, Nina Monet, CB SUAVE, Raphael King,
Marco Polo,
and the Genetic Wonder.
Genetic Wonder?
Yeah, you wonder what her gender is.
Oh my. Well, again, this is Todd Sexton's third match in the Iron Man Series. And interesting enough, his previous 2 matches in the series against other members of the Get Along Gang.
Yeah, I mean, you know, the thing is, this with the Get Along Gang goes all the way back to May, just before our 10th anniversary spectacular. And I mean, it just hasn't ended. And now Todd Sexton with a lot to gain here. Defeating P-Dog would send him straight into that Iron Man Championship match against Michael Judas.
It would be a tough task ahead if he gets that third victory. And of course, if P-Dog's victorious, the series restarts. We go back to the beginning. You know, the last superstar that made it to that third match was Jeff Lewis, and he was unsuccessful in his attempt to unseat the Priest of Punishment, Michael Judas.
And right now, P-Dog over there with his gag. What an emotional year it's been for Todd Sexton. 1 year ago, he was part of the Anarchy Tag Team Champions. He loses those titles back at Fright Night, becomes the Anarchy Television Champion, loses that title at Seasons Beatings, and then went into a retirement, what we thought, with some knee issues. Oh, wait a minute, look at that! He pantses P-Dog, and P-Dog scrambling down to his skimpies outside. Oh, and just eye poked Nina Monet. And Todd Sexton has those 2 fingers out, reminiscent of the late great Rowdy Roddy Piper we just recently lost here. Of course, one thing we saw Todd Sexton as he's coming out of the ring had on a Roddy Piper t-shirt paying tribute. And like I said, an emotional year, because earlier this summer, Todd was paying tribute to our late friend Brent Wiley, that was the brother of Todd Sexton. So I mean, just an emotional year, and it's really been amplified much by this get-along gang and his wars with them. But wait a minute, has the headlock in.
He let go.
He let it go before the 5 count.
Clean break. P-Dog goes around, drives the shoulder of Sexton into that ring post.
And I may be getting a little bit ahead of myself, but one thing that Todd Sexton's got to be thinking, if he gets past P-Dog here, he goes in against Michael Judas for that Ironman Championship. Not the first time Todd Sexton and Michael Judas have met one-on-one. More than one time, actually, Michael Judas has laid claim at being able to say he retired Todd Sexton. The first time coming back in 2006, Todd Sexton was unsuccessful in his quest for the Anarchy Heavyweight Championship. Michael Judas retired him in that match. Of course, Todd Sexton stayed on and has had quite the career here, ups and downs for the man. But what a night it would be if he was able to get past P-Dog here and get in there with Michael Judas for that Ironman Championship.
Be a tremendous encounter, not to take anything away from the two superstars that are in the ring right now, who are also no stranger to one another.
Well, you've got to also know that P-Dog's looking ahead, because we talked there, earlier in the evening that Michael Judas, if he does have this Ironman match at Hostile Environment, and if he does accept the task of War Games, would be wrestling twice on the Hostile Environment card. But you also got to think about it from, P-Dog's perspective too. That Ironman contest has 3 consecutive victories. P-Dog would have to have a match at Hostile Environment as part of the Ironman series and defend one half of the Anarchy Tag Team Championship.
We just heard ring announcer Jonathan Feltner call the 5-minute mark. We are halfway through the 10-minute time limit for these Ironman series matches.
Oh, wait a minute.
This bout's turned into a lumberjack match.
Referee D.A. Brewer, we know he's not afraid to get physical in there, is calling a little bit of order here. And right now, you said we're halfway through this contest.
Can we get P-Dog suspenders or something? He's really having a hard time keeping his drawers up today.
Yeah, he is. But if the 10 minutes expires, then problem solved. Michael Judas, his only choice would be, is he going to be in War Games? P-Dog would go into the Anarchy Tag Team title match, and we don't know what Hostile Environment would hold for Todd Sexton at this point. So right now, it all comes down to that clock. Both men are up against it right now.
It's kind of like a few weeks ago during that television title match where Miss Rachel had an eye on the clock the entire time. They need to be watching as Todd Sexton putting P-Dog to sleep.
The sleeper hold.
Another Roddy Piper staple.
Yes, it is. And I was getting ready to say, I know that you went to FanFest up in for Mid-Atlantic FanFest.
I was up there at the beginning of August.
Yes, and the one thing there in the Carolinas, there was Johnny Weaver.
Yep, the Weaver lock.
This is the Weaver lock that we have here.
You're absolutely
I
right.
had a point. I was going to make it.
I knew where you were going before you did.
Yes, you did. You're like GPS. Call you BPS.
What? Is that a bottle of water?
It does get hot in this building.
That's an understatement of the century.
It is. Right now.
It's so hot in here that it makes sweat.
Yes. D.A. Brewer looking for the submission.
Roll up. Going for the submission, going for the sharpshooter. Is he biting the fingers? P-Dog was biting the fingers of Todd Sexton.
Intelligent maneuvering there by P-Dog. I'll give it to him there. Sometimes you just got to be resourceful in that ring, and sometimes you got to, go. It may not be the most legal, it may not be the most pretty, but it's got to be effective. Todd Sexton holds on through that. Oh, and just hits! That's super kick.
Contest, 2 minutes.
2 minutes left.
We're in the 2-minute warning. Todd Sexton, a product of the Texas Wrestling Academy, the Shawn Michaels Wrestling School there. No doubt where he picked up that super kick.
Fireman's carry, P-Dog going around into a sunset flip. Sexton rolls up, goes back into the sharpshooter. Can he lock it in this time?
And look at Todd Sexton trying to get this crowd behind him. The crowd behind Todd Sexton looking to roll it through. I think Todd Sexton may have busted his lip. There's some blood coming out from there.
Raphael King up, just pulled off the apron by Fred Yehi. The referee's distracted.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh! Oh.
1 minute remaining.
She should know how that feels.
1 minute.
We've got less than a minute left. As P-Dog's up. Shoved off the rope. The referee's lost control.
Yeah, right. Oh, wait a minute. Here we go. He hits him with the tan to take a nap.
Winner of the match, Todd Sexton.
There you have it, John the Body Johnson. Todd Sexton gets his 3rd victory, which means he now is the #1 contender for the Anarchy Iron Man and will go on to hostile environment against the Priest of Punishment, Michael Judas.